Pacers are wherever they are, on the way to their hotel room, reassessing their lives, trying to fool themselves into thinking they can win this series. But they know they just dropped their best chance. Let's go! All right, ladies and gentlemen. Watch party this Sunday, Game 4. If you're in Los Angeles, come out and join. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. That game, man, too close for comfort. But the New York Knicks, once again, led by the Villanova boys, and the Villanova boys led by Mr. Jalen Brunson. But all three of them were essential in terms of putting up points for these Knicks. They combined for 92 points, those three guys. Unbelievable victory. This was the type of game that can shatter an opponent's soul for the remainder of the series. I am sure, because as a competitive person, I'm sure those Pacers thought they were going to win this game. They had this game, especially when the Knicks were down 5 with just minutes to go. And then, boom, it suddenly was a tie game. And, of course, the refs, once again, interfering by making some bad calls here and there and some oversights and then some good calls. But in the end, interfering with the flow of the game, but that worked to the Knicks' advantage. Those stoppages in the game helped the Knicks because they had the concentration of minutes was mostly on the starters in this game. And all those little breaks in the action help them gather themselves so they don't make those stupid late game mistakes that they have done before. And we even saw a moment or two of it. They struggled inbounding the ball. And I think they got lazy. And I think that just, literally it comes from fatigue. You know, when you're just overtired, you're trying to get the endorphins going, the adrenaline going. You know, you're trying to muster the concentration, but the reality is, it can only hold for so long. So you're going to make blunders. Brunson, I believe, was a little careless with the ball. But that said, he had a legendary game tonight. He reached new levels of awesomeness. We're talking Michael Jordan levels, people. That's what we're talking right now. If you don't believe me, just wait. We got it all. We got highlights. I got stats. I got the breakdown. We got people in the chat here. Let's go. The New York Knicks are up 1-0 in the second round. The first game, they took it. Oh, beautiful win. Beautiful win for these Knicks. We got Alex Nider in the house. We got Justin Bucano. We got Tyler Candelaria. Brent Plays Madden. Tony Melendez, John Rover, Jose Castillo, Doc Boss. Oh, man, great crowd. James Buckley, what's up? 81M Roman, what's up? All right, man, let's see the love. Hit the thumbs up buttons for me. Drop your comments. Definitely want to hear your thoughts and feelings about this. If I've overlooked something about the game, put it in there. It helps me tremendously. You guys are like my collaborators on this. Wow. I'm assuming most of you guys watched the game. Going live because, I need the love. I need to feed off this love here because it's amazing. Yes, Jose Castillo, Cardiac Knicks at it again. Great win. Doc Boss, love the toughness. Absolutely. What a Justin McConnell, what a great, crazy win. But a dub is a dub. Dub is a dub. Let me tell you, I did a live stream with, I was on KOTV. Nick of Time show yesterday, actually. And, we were previewing this game. And I said, I think this series, the Pacers series, is going to be very similar to the one we just saw. And by that I meant highly contested games. The one difference will be there will be one game when the Pacers just never miss a shot, and they'll steal a game, and then there'll be another game where it's close and we make mistakes and can't muster the energy in the fourth quarter because of the minutes, because we're short rotation. I know Thibs went 8 deep for the first time in a while, but that was only in the first half. In the second half, Precious did not see any time in the second half, unless I'm mistaken. I didn't notice that. I haven't pulled up the quarter stats yet. Let me get that ready for you guys as we're talking here. While we're talking here, while I'm prepping that, let's go to the highlights now, and then we'll get to the other stuff. So here are the highlights. The game got off to a good start for the Knicks. Let me pull this up here. You guys, man, what? What a win. How many of you guys thought we were in serious jeopardy midway through the fourth quarter? I want to know. If you thought you did, put a panicked face, the sweating guy. And if you thought we had it, put the cool cat, the sunglasses guy emoji in the chat there. I want to see what you guys were thinking, because of course JD, he texted me. He's like, "You nervous? You nervous, George?" And because he always wants to know, because he's nervous and he wants me to pull him out of the nervousness. Let me see what right here. He wrote, "George, you nervous? George, you nervous? What the fuck are we doing?" And I'm like, "Not nervous, annoyed." And then he wrote back, "The arrogant confidence, LOL. Let's do it." Yeah. And then he wrote later, "Still not nervous?" Totally ignored that one, because I actually got to say, I was getting a tiny bit nervous. I just felt like if we just keep this game close, we have Jalen Brunson, that we are going to figure this game out. We're going to pull out the W. And, man, Josh Hart. Wow. That guy, first, one-man fast break, gets down the lane, beautiful layup, gets fouled by Turner, I believe. So what I loved is that he went after Turner. We have to do that. The whole team has to do that. Brunson's got to do it. Deuce has got to do it. Dante's got to do it. Everybody's got to go after this guy, Miles Turner. Get this guy into foul trouble. We can't let him beat us. We can't let him dominate us, especially from the outside. And he's a tremendous shot blocker, but we still got to get into his chest. I mean, Stan Van Gundy, I don't know what you guys got to watch. I had to watch the TNT stream. Jeff Van Gundy, not Jeff Van Gundy. Sorry. I wish it was Jeff Van Gundy. Apologies to Jeff Van Gundy. Stan Van Gundy, his brother. He says you got to drive into the chest of a shot blocker. Don't let them be able to extend their arms. That's when they're deadly. We got to do that, and that's what Josh Hart did. And then he goes to the line for the N1, misses it, but gets his own rebound and puts it back. And he was even fouled on that one, but they didn't call it. So he got 4 points out of that possession. Outstanding. And that's when the game started turning our way, finally, for the final turn. What these playoff games are showing us, this huge bucket. Oh. What the hell? All right, I lost my camera right here. Hold on. Hold on. All right, you guys keep watching the highlights. All right, I'm going with my webcam. Hold on. I'm going to pull it up pretty soon. My camera battery died. I don't know. Lately it's been doing that. Sorry about that. Get this together for you guys soon. Right. Oh man, what a bummer. I was flowing so well too. I had a nice flow. All right, I'm back. Thank you guys for sticking with me here. Apologies for that. Here we go. We got 100 in the chat. Nice. Okay, so where the hell was I? Where was I? I can't even remember now. Anyway, Josh Hart, which was unbelievable. Josh Hart, yes, 81 M. Roman. Charles Barkley is a hater. He's not a hater. He just this is an example of how they're stuck in a different era of game. Remember, he was the one who refused to acknowledge. He was the one who refused to acknowledge that the Warriors were as great as they are. So that's just age limitation, experience limitation. He's like, hey, I want a certain way. I think that's the way that it's supposed to be done. But he doesn't realize that the game has changed and evolved a lot. And similar to what happened to Becky Hammond. She thought, oh yeah, you got to win with the guy you can't win with a guy who's under 6'3". Well, we're seeing that is not true anymore. That is not true anymore. Thank you for us. I keep looking up at the other camera. It's right here. I gotta used to looking over here. All right, guys. Man, let me get rid of this. All right, we're gonna get cooking now. All right, look at this. Here you get the fourth quarter. Knicks up by 2, and then Siakam puts that in, ties it up. 1:40 left, 1:13. Nembhard drives. I don't know how he finished that, because Dante, pretty decent defense. And here comes Brunson. Here we go. That was a big bucket right there to tie it. And then here, watch Dante. Watch. The minute Nesmith stepped over to double team Brunson, he just casually threw the ball over Dante, and Dante hit that. It was lethal, crucial 3-point bucket right there to basically give us the win. Secure the win right there. And there it is. Tyrese Halliburton, who people were saying is a better point guard than Jalen Brunson, not a factor tonight. All right. And now we're back. All right. We're all set. We're ready. Here you are. You guys are right there. There you are. There you are. Let's go, Knicks. All right. Here we go. Jalen Brunson, 43 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists. This is a level of magnificence that is a very rare air up there for people to reach this level. Very rare air. Most consecutive 40-plus point playoff games in NBA history. NBA history. Jerry West, 6 times. Bernard King, 4 times. Michael Jordan, 4 times. And now our guy, Jalen Brunson, 4 times. And remember, it could have been 5 because he had 39 points 5 games ago. Missed the free throw. Could have had 5 straight 40-point plus games in 40 to 40 plus games in the NBA playoffs. He would be number 2 right now behind Jerry West, and actually be ready to tie him for number 1. That's how amazing this is. I hope you guys are truly embracing this moment, and this is why we actually have a chance of winning it all. Right now, the Minnesota Timberwolves are getting their butts. They're spanking the Denver Nuggets butt right now. I don't know, something like a 20-plus lead or something. I just heard it off to the side. Outstanding. Oh, the music's too loud. Sorry. Thanks for letting me know. Thank you. Okay. We're good now? Good. All right. Look at that. Outstanding there. All right. StatMuse. Last 2 players with 4 straight 40-point games in a postseason. MJ and Brunson. Elite. This is what we're talking about now. Kendrick Perkins tweeted it out. Hart was huge tonight, but that damn big body Brunson with a casual 43-piece wing dinner spicy was just special, especially in the 4th. By the way, in the playoffs, he's leading the league in fourth quarter points. One could argue the best closer in the game. Carry the hell on. Thank you, Kendrick. Tommy Beer always comes through with some pivotal, important. Let's see here, though. Too much audio. Here we go. You guys good now? All right. Tommy Beer, Jalen Brunson is the first and only player in NBA history to score 39-plus points while shooting above 45% in 5 straight playoff games. First, period, only, period, ever. Think about how many great scorers we've seen throughout the history in this league. No one has ever done what Brunson is doing. No one has ever done what he's doing. Knicks Muse. Tyrese Halliburton in the fourth quarter. 0 points, 0 rebounds, 0 assists, 3 turnovers, a -8. Jalen Brunson in the fourth quarter. 21 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist, 3 turnovers, a +13. That's it. The argument is over. Jalen Brunson is the best young point guard in the NBA. It's like the discussion is over. So Rick Carlisle in his postgame, Michael Scotto tweeted this out. Rick Carlisle on the Miles Turner illegal screen call, which was pivotal. That was pivotal. And it was an illegal screen. It was. Quote, I don't want to talk about the officiating. We're not expecting to get calls in here. It would be nice if they laid off that one, but they didn't. That's just the way it goes. We challenged it. They reviewed it. They've got a bunch of people in New Jersey that agreed with them. So that's just the way it goes. And man, did it slow down that fourth quarter. But I'm telling you, it helped the Knicks. It was to their benefit that happened. And yes, that's right, Bob Chamberlain. And this is being done by a man who is 6 feet soaking wet. That's right. It's a 27-point lead. Oof, that is nasty. That is nasty. All right, let's look at some of the stats here. So here you can see all 5 starters in double figures. OG Anunoby, 13 points. Not the best offensive night for him. He was 5 of 14 overall, 3 of 7 from the three-point line, though. 9 rebounds, 4 assists, but picked up 2 key. I don't know if he got credited for steals, but late in the game, I think one definitely got a steal for. And you knew he was going to come up with a big money play at the very end in crunch time. And he did, once again. He does it defensively, and he ran the length of the court, and he dunked it. Fantastic. And I believe that put us up by 2 at that point. Or maybe it was 3. Isaiah Hartenstein, in his 36 minutes, 5 of 9 overall. He hit a three-pointer. He hit a heave, like 50-footer, to end the first half. Amazing. 13 points for him. 6 rebounds, 4 assists, 4 personal fouls. But I will say, I think defensively, he got caught often in no man's land, like in the in-between. Not totally coming up to disrupt Turner or to the pick-and-roll guy to stick with the ball handler guy. He got caught in between often, and it led to him causing a foul or basically allowing an open look. So that's something that he's got to work on. He did improve as the fourth quarter went on in that respect. He did improve. God, I'm so used to looking up there. It's here. He did improve in the fourth quarter on that, but he's got to start from the beginning of the game. Chris Lopez says, what's up, Chris? Thibs needs to utilize his bench. He's going to kill the starting 5. Precious deserves minutes. Deuce deserves minutes. It's Thibs' Achilles heel. Absolutely 100% agree with you. Tonight, it almost cost them. I saw the fatigue catching up, but man, did Josh Hart step up monstrously. Look at him. 9 of 13. He only took 1 3-point attempt. He made it. 13 rebounds for him, 24 points, and 8 assists. 2 assists away from a triple-double for Josh Hart tonight, and he played the entire game. All 48 minutes for him. Dante DiVincenzo, monster game, got off to kind of a slow start, but finished so strong. 5 of 9 from the three-point line, 10 of 17 overall, 25 big points in his 44 minutes. Precious Achiuwa only played 4 minutes. That was in the first half. Got 1 rebound. The one thing about that unit, which I saw the unit finally I've been wanting to see for a while, which was basically the 3 bench guys plus OG and Josh Hart. It's so when Brunson sits, we need to have as much defense on the floor as possible. And it was working for a tick or two, but then the thing is, that unit on the offensive end hasn't had enough time to play together to figure out how they're going to score points. So I think that's something that's going to have to be given a little more time. And Thibs didn't go back to it in the second half, so I was disappointed about that. I hope he doesn't move away from it. It's something that's essential. I think it's essential for this team, not just in this series, but in the next 2 series coming up. That's right. In the next 2 series coming up. God damn it. I keep looking up there. Look here, George. Look here. I'm going to put a little post-it over here to force myself to look. It's essential. It's essential that we start playing that unit, even if it's for because we don't have Bojan, so, we're not going to have scorers in that second unit. We're going to have to depend on Deuce and on Deuce and Hart to deliver points, but they're going to have to get it off of the defense. They're going to have to get it off of offensive rebounding, off of stops, deflections, and great opportunities that way. We're talking just for 4 or 5 minutes. Precious, that was 4 minutes in the first half. So if they do that 4 minutes in the second half, that's just enough to give people a break. And then you can extend it. If it starts working, once it starts clicking, then you can extend it and you sub Josh Hart out for Brunson or Dante. One of those 2 guys, and then Josh Hart can get a breather. And then, boom, you buy yourself another 2-3 minutes that way. And just keep going, extending it as far as you can so that you're not playing guys. Look at this, 44 minutes for Brunson, 44 for Dante, 48 for Josh Hart. That is going to catch up to us. We saw it in the last series. We saw those mistakes late, and especially in that overtime against the Sixers, where Brunson himself, he said, look, I made a mistake. He basically implied that he was just tired, made the mistake, and it happens to you. Even like I said before, even if you've got the adrenaline flowing, you get a little loopy. You lose your focus, you lose your precision, and that's something that in a playoff scenario you cannot risk whatsoever, because these games are close, and with the 3-point shot and all these teams can hit the 3. Boom, boom, boom. A 6 or 7 point lead can become a 3 or 4 point deficit in the blink of an eye. So that's something that they have to get together. Have to get that together. Look at the Knicks. They shot tonight. Now, look, we only won this game by 4 points. But look at the shooting percentages. 53.7% for the Knicks overall. Almost 48% from the 3-point line. Now, that is mostly Dante DiVincenzo and OG Anunoby. Look at that. But Isaiah Hartenstein hit his 1 3-pointer. Josh Hart hit his 1 3-pointer. And this wasn't even a good 3-point night for Jalen Brunson. 1 of 4. He hit that, but the one that he hit was late in the fourth quarter. Fantastic for him. Man, I keep looking in the wrong place. Look, 40 rebounds for the Knicks. But let's keep going here. The plus minus. Plus minus. OG a plus 12. Isaiah a plus 9. Brunson a plus 12. Josh Hart, because he played the entire game, a plus 4. And that means he played minutes. He played minutes with the bench, so plus 4. Dante DiVincenzo a plus 10. The bench, all minus. Minus 6 for Precious, minus 8 for Mitch Robinson, and minus 13 for Deuce McBride. Deuce, he really did struggle tonight. Let me see how many. Only 2. We only put up 2 field goal attempts in his 11 minutes. And TJ McConnell was cooking him all night long. He was making him struggle because Deuce wasn't getting in front of him. We have to get in front of McConnell. We can't let him slip beyond the defender and get him on his hip and just drive him all the way to the basket, because he's tough. He's small, but he's compact, and he's kind of like Brunson-esque in some ways around the hoop. Not as magnificent, but he has those skills. So that's something we have to keep him from lighting us up, because he definitely, look, you remove him from this game, Knicks win this by like 15 points. Look, he scored in 22 minutes. He scored 18 points. 18 points in 22 minutes. So that just shows you right there. But he doesn't shoot the three that well. Actually, he doesn't. He only put up 1 3-point attempt. So it's all inside the arc. That is something that these Knicks should be able to address, and I expect them to address in Game 2. Now, Tyrese Halliburton, man, 36 minutes, only took 6 field goal attempts. 2 of 5 from the three-point line, 8 assists, and 2 rebounds for just 6 points tonight. Wow. I don't think that will continue the whole series. Maybe he has another game like this, I hope, but I think he will rebound, and then that'll definitely impact how much time McConnell's on the court. So the thing is, the Pacers, even though McConnell put up 18, so they got 24 points out of the point guard position. That's decent. I think they'll probably be able to get that consistently for the rest of the series, 20-something plus from those two combined players. The key is to keep them from going for 35, 38. That's the key, to keep them from going off like that. But look, Pascal Siakam was guarded by OG Anunoby most of the night, and he put a hurt on him. Look, 8 of 16 overall, 19 points for him, 6 rebounds, 5 assists. He was able to beat OG many, many times, but there were other times where he just kind of gave up on the play, gave up on trying to score, but he didn't make mistakes. That's the one thing about Pascal. Aaron Nesmith, ferocious dunk on Mitch. Mitch looked a step slow today. He came in, he was limping, and then he got clocked in the balls pretty early on, and I don't think he really recovered from that, ringing of the nuts. He was like, limping around, and he was aching, and many times he was just out of the play, and that can't happen. But he's going to keep playing because we need him, obviously, and he's been fantastic. I expect him to bounce back. He has too much pride to let this kind of a game, this type of performance continue. He's not going to carry it over into the next games. I believe in that. And Nesmith, who is a lethal three-point shooter, one of the best in the NBA, and especially efficiency-wise, could only get 2 three-point attempts up today. 12 points for him. So that was an excellent job that the Knicks did, chasing this guy off the three-point line. But Miles Turner, on the other hand, he finished 2 of 6. That's only 33% from the three-point line, but he was hurting us during the periods of time when the Pacers were taking the lead. I think they had like a 9-point lead at one point, and the Knicks had an 8. No lead ever went to double digits in this game. There were probably 8 different lead changes and stuff. It was definitely a back-and-forth game. And he only picks up 2 rebounds for Turner. 3 assists, but I think he got at least 3 block shots. I'll check the other stats here. 23 points for him. Nembhard, 11 points. So look, the other guys didn't do too much, and Halliburton was just a disaster, really. Obi Toppin, our ex-Knick, he comes back in, hits 2 of 3 from the three-point line, 6 rebounds for him, ties for the team high, 3 assists for him, 12 points in his 19 minutes, and he blocked OG Anunoby in one play at one time. The guy, Isaiah Jackson, he's going to be a problem. He's long, he's fast, 8 points for him, 5 rebounds. And this guy, Ben Shepherd, I'm glad that we were able to somewhat get him off the court. Because when he's on the court, I'm worried about him hurting us. 18 minutes for him, 3 of 5 overall, 8 points for him. But look, they shot 52.3%, and we shot 53.7% overall, but their three-point shooting was nowhere near levels ours was, and that was why we were able to pull this game out, because they got many, many more possessions than we did, many more shot attempts than we did. As you can see it right here. They got 6 more additional shot attempts than we did, and they went to the free throw line. We got to the free throw line a lot more than they did, and we hit our free throws today, which was great. That was a key part. If this is one of those games where, we're shooting 65%, 64% from the free throw line, this game, the Pacers might win this game. So it's crucial we hit those free throws, and we did it tonight. Fantastic. And even the one that we missed, Josh Hart got the offensive rebound and the putback, so he got 2 points from that. So in that one miss, it turned out to be a real bonus for us. Knicks won the rebounding battle, and they were losing it at halftime. They turned it around in the second half, 40-32, so we're a +8 there. The offensive boards, 8-7, almost even there. The assists, of course, the Pacers moved that ball around. You could hear Stan Van Gundy saying the ball never sticks with the Pacers, and that's true, and that's why they ended up with 32 assists. We ended up with 25, which is just 2 shy of the magic number. So that shows at least we were, generating offense for other guys, which is nice. Steals, we lost that. We were a -4 there. Blocks was 5-4, and I believe 3 of those were Turner, maybe 2. We'll check it later. The turnovers were a major issue for the Knicks, and it's one of the reasons why this, they couldn't create separation from the Pacers. They kept coughing up the ball at the wrong time. It would kill the momentum of the team. Man, there's this daddy long legs thing flying around. We committed 15 turnovers, and they got 22 points off of it. So we were a -9 right there in terms of points off turnovers. That's a huge sign. That's right there, -9. But we won by 4. That could be a nice 13-point cushion right there that we win this game without having to sweat this out to the last second. But once again, and talked about this in the live stream on KOT, the team that wins the fast break points is the team that wins this game. Of the top 6 teams in fast break points created in the playoffs so far, all 5 have moved on. The only team that didn't was the Lakers. The Knicks were one of those 5 that moved on. The Pacers, ironically, was one of the ones that were not part of that. So we win that battle. It was close, but we won it by 2, and the margin was 4. So there it is. That really was a key part of this victory. 20 fast break points for the Knicks, 18 for the Pacers, where we were +2 there. Points in the paint, we lost that battle, 64-58. I don't expect that to continue that way. That is something that I believe that the Knicks are going to dominate the rest of this series. Excuse me. So that's, I don't expect that to stay that way. So that's something that's not a positive for the Pacers in the future. I don't think they can expect to keep winning that battle. Like I mentioned before, the largest lead for the Pacers was 9. Largest for the Knicks was 8. Never a double-digit deficit in this game. Yeah. Woo! Look at that. Look at that. And Dante DiVincenzo was unbelievable tonight. Unbelievable. I'll tell you, man, there were moments there. He was so lethal. Like every time the ball went to his hands, I thought it's going down. And basically it did. He missed only 4 3-point attempts of 9 attempts total. So excellent game for him. All right, what do we got? We got over 150 in the chat here. It's awesome, you guys. Say if you're watching this and you haven't subscribed yet, please do so and turn on the notification bell and hit the thumbs up button for me. I really would appreciate that. Also, drop your comments. If you're watching this later on, I read them all. It definitely helped me. And if there's anything here that is really interesting or whatever that I may have missed, if you can drop it in the comments later on, definitely would appreciate that as well. We got Gideon in the house. What's up, brother? We got Buzzer Beater. We got Lex the Destroyer. Best around in town. Let's go. Hartheimer. John Rover. What's up? Oh, man. Got a great group here. Great group. All right, let me get back to this here. Oh, man. Beautiful win. Beautiful win. All right, one thing I wanted to look at is the breakdown of the stats quarter by quarter here. All right, the first half. The first half, the Knicks were only shooting 33% from the three-point line, 4 of 12. But the Pacers were shooting 43.8%. And really, that was the difference of the game. They made 3 additional three-point shots. Well, we went through the free throw line a lot more than they only had 3 free throw attempts in that first half. So that was good that we didn't keep sending them to the free throw line. We were 9 of 11 there. So the score was 55-49. We were down 6. They were out rebounding us 24-21. They were out assisting us 15-7. And the turnovers were an issue for us. Actually, we only had 4 turnovers at the half. Interesting. All Josh Hart. All Josh Hart at the half. So a lot of those points, he got careless in that second half. And that, again, speaks to what I was talking about, the fatigue. When you get tired, you make mistakes. You make mental mistakes. Josh Hart, because he played the whole game, he played all of that first half himself, but he was 5 of 7 overall. Outstanding. 11 points. He was the second leading scorer in the half for the Knicks. And Brunson had 18 points at the half. But Dante DiVincenzo, nope. In his almost 20 minutes of play, he was only 2 of 7. Had only attempted 2 3-point shots. He missed them both. Had 3 rebounds, but he did pick up 2 blocks for Dante DiVincenzo. 2 blocks. That is wild. But only 4 points for him. So the Knicks were desperate for offense, and then the second half kicked in. Now, the third quarter was an interesting quarter. The Knicks struggled there, and the Pacers were able to create some separation. And I thought for a minute there that this game could get possibly, if the Knicks don't start clamping it down, it might get out of hand. We had even, they got their lead up to about 6 or 7, but then midway through, the Knicks started charging back, and they were doing it on the back of Dante DiVincenzo and Mr. Oh, wait, actually, it really was Dante DiVincenzo. 15 points for him. He only missed 1 bucket in that third quarter. 6 of 7 overall. 15 points for the big Ragu. And the Knicks lit them. The Knicks scored 33 points there. We won that quarter only by 1 point. So, it was tight when you consider how great that shooting was. But Brunson could only get 4 shot attempts off in that third quarter, and even though he played the whole third quarter, and so did Dante. So I was a little worried that, okay, are we gonna have anything at all in this fourth quarter? Well, when the fourth quarter began, Dante and Brunson were sitting, and they were getting some decent rest. And that helped a lot. Brunson got about almost 2 minutes of rest, but with the timeout and stuff, that it feels longer for a player. And then the fourth quarter was just Brunson burner time, babies. 21 points, 8 of 8 from the free throw line. 8 of 8 from the free throw line. Clutch. 21 points. 6 of 10 overall. Hit his 1 3-pointer there. Was a huge one, but then Dante continued his lethal 3-point shooting, 2 of 3 from the 3-point line, 6 points there. But Josh Hart, man, outstanding fourth quarter for him. He played the entire fourth quarter, 3 of 4 overall, 7 points for that man. OG Anunoby hit his 1 3-pointer was monstrous. The Knicks shot 4 of 6 from the 3-point line in the fourth quarter, 66.7%. That is awesome. In the most important quarter of the game, these guys came through, stepped up huge at that time, and overall they were 13 of 20. That's 65%. That's what happens when you're playing against a team that generally doesn't play defense. But I will say the Pacers played some good defense in that first half. Got to give them props for that. And even were playing a pretty decent defense in the beginning of the second half. But then the Knicks started figuring it out, and that's when Dante went crazy. And that pretty much sealed the deal. Yes. Let's see here. Mitch. Did Mitch get a block here? Look at the total stats here. Mitch did not get credited for a block, but Dante got credited for 2. Josh Hart got 1. And Jalen Brunson blocked Miles Turner. And it was called a foul. Thibs challenged it, and they won the challenge. Outstanding. The leading rebounder for the Knicks tonight was Josh Hart, 13. OG almost had a double-double, 1 rebound shy of it, and he picked up 4 assists for him. Nice. Look, OG got 4 assists. Josh Hart got 8 assists. Isaiah Hartenstein got 4 assists, and Brunson got 6 assists. Dante only had 1. He's the only one that didn't have more, significant contribution for an assist. But that's not his job. His job is when the ball comes his way and he's somewhat open, he's got to let it fly, and he did tonight, and it was outstanding. His performance in the second half is going to be something he's going to think about for a long time. He was 8 of 10 overall in the second half, 21 points for him, almost close to Brunson. Brunson had 25 points, but he had 4 more shot attempts than Dante did. So Dante's efficiency was just just incredible. 5 of 7 in the second half. 71.4% from the three-point line for him. Tremendous win for these Knicks. This is going to be a win that we can savor for 2 days. Because the next game is on Wednesday. It's going to be at the Garden. The Pacers are probably going to try and, talk themselves into thinking we had this game. We had this game. Nah. Knicks didn't even play that well in the first half. Now, you can give some credit to the Pacers' defense in that first half, but you knew it wasn't going to last. You knew they weren't going to be able to continue that defensive effort, and you knew that eventually Brunson was going to figure it out. He was reverting back to the Brunson in the first half of the first couple games against the Sixers, where he was, before he released a shot, he was like, doing 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5 different moves to try to release a shot. No, what he adjusted in the Sixers game was after the first or second fake or move, he let the shot fly before the defense is waiting for him to continue. So now he's got to change it up on him, and he did modify that in the second half, especially in the fourth quarter. Worked beautifully. Brunson, 100% free throw shooting for the game. Perfect. That's right, Lex. The second chance points, the Knicks were losing that battle in the first half. Ended up winning it for the game 16-10. So +6 right there. I already talked about the fast break points. Let me see anything different here. The game was tied 12 times. 8 lead changes. The longest scoring run was 10-0, which is not that much, especially in this type of game, in today's game. This is the kind of game that I'm sure Thibs is probably pissed off about the defense in general. You can't once you give up. Hold on. Once you give up, let's see, 52.3% shooting, offensively, that's bad. Like he's gonna have these guys in the lab. They're gonna be working on this, and most of that was just in the paint. So, and it's like what I was talking about before. Especially Isaiah Hartenstein and Mitch as well. They got caught in the in-between a little too much. They have to commit to one thing or the other. Either reject the switch and stay on the big guy, or if they make the switch, they got to stick with it. They can't kind of drop back and play kind of like that. It's kind of like a free safety, kind of like dropping back to kind of cover as much space. Not with these guys. These guys are too quick. They pass the ball too fast. They move too quickly. That approach doesn't work against this kind of a team. So you have to commit one way or the other. You have to deny something. You have to take something away from them. You can't give them both options. So that's something that the Knicks have to adjust, especially in the pick and roll defense. What else is there? What else is there significant to discuss here? I love that you guys joining me here for this live post-game show. It's here. Hit the thumbs up button for me. I really would appreciate that. Also, share the video. That helps me a lot. And smash that heart, the emoji thing down there. The hearts and the 100%. If you agree or whatever, smash that. It helps. Hector from the Morning Brew Crew mentioned that for some reason YouTube really pays attention to that. I don't know. So, if someone says something like that, you gotta listen. We got Jesse Rodriguez in the house. What's up, brother? George, I tell you what, these two teams keep challenging so much like this. They will slow the game down plenty. Shake my head. Gives our short rotation a little more time to rest. LOL. Yeah. Well, that's what I was talking about earlier about those timeout calls, and the coaches' challenges actually really helped the Knicks, especially in that fourth quarter, to get some rest while they're waiting. Oh no. Buzzer Beater says Reggie Miller will be on the broadcast Wednesday night. Good. He can suffer the pain of a loss, of watching his Pacers lose to the Knicks. Eddie T comes through. No rebounds, no ring. That's right, baby. That's right. And we were losing that battle in the first half, but took care of business in the second half. Any updates on Denver? Curious about that. Bob Chamberlain was glad we dodged Miller on the commentary in this game. Yeah, that would have been brutal in this game. We got Renee. What's up? Yeah, Josh Hart. You know, I gotta say, I mean, I know Brunson. I mean, look at what he gave us tonight, which is elite levels. You know, look at this, elite levels. Who does this? Who does this? Only the greats. I mean, you can see why Bernard King is you know, I mean, Bernard King and Clyde are my two favorite Knicks. It's why. I mean, what he was doing was just miraculous. Well, now it's returned in the form of a compact, tough, little 6-foot guard who his father was drafted by the Knicks. He was destined to be the point guard of the Knicks, and he is delivering huge monster wins, buckets, taking this team as far as it can possibly go, dragging it along with his college teammates. This team, we are going to be in the Eastern Conference Finals, probably against the Boston Celtics. Probably. We got Jigga Man. What's up, man? Good to see you, brother. Let's see who we got here. What else we got here? Checking the chat now. George looking like Jerry Garcia. Hey, if I had Jerry's coin, I'd be fine with that. John Rover topping at 12 points. McBride should have had 12. Look, he will. He's still young. He hasn't really played that much NBA basketball per se, you know, in his career. And he's going to have games where he's just not there offensively. But his defense should have been there. It did step up more in the second half. But, man, he was getting cooked in that first half by T.J. McConnell. But we do need him to hit his buckets. He will. Look, this is probably his one game. He had one kind of absent game in the Sixers series, and let's hope that this is the other absent game for him offensively. So we're gonna get 12 points from Dante from Deuce again. It's gonna happen. I'm not that concerned about it. I finally caught that bug. But this is what we're talking about here. Last two players with 4 straight 40-point games in the postseason, MJ and Brunson could have had 5. He had 39 points in 5 games ago. I want to show you guys here again. You guys saw that. This is shocking. When I saw this, Tyrese Halliburton had a goose egg in points, rebounds, and assists in the fourth quarter. Wow. This is a guy who people were saying is the best point guard in the East. Well, it's not even close. Not even close. Especially with he's not even come anywhere near doing the incredible things that Jalen Brunson has done. And it's going to continue this way. I cannot wait. I wish game 2 was starting right now. I mean, I'm serious. I mean, I'm so hyped for this. I'm so ready for this. We have been waiting forever for a legit team to come and dominate like they are right now. What a fabulous situation that we're in right now. I am so fucking happy. Bob Jimmer, I'm loving Little League Dad John Starks on the sideline. I know. So I'm loving seeing the ex-Knicks coming to these games. Larry Johnson was there. Who else was there? I know Johnny Starks was there. Allen Houston, of course. Allen Houston's there. Marbury was going crazy. That's right. Thanks, Lex. Yeah. Stephon was going nuts. I loved watching him play. He was a tremendous point guard, that guy, Stephon Marbury. Jesse, Denver's getting straight pimp slapped right now. Ooh, 82-63, 10 minutes in the fourth. Damn, that is crazy. That is some nutty shit. All right. Beautiful. What a beautiful win. We are so lucky that the Dallas Mavericks fucked up royally and let Jalen Brunson walk. And we picked them up. And even at the time, I was like, do we have to give him that much? What an idiot. He's worth twice that. He's worth twice that, and he will get it eventually. We just have to get the right other kind of mix around him at the right prices. so that we can continue ride this for as long as possible. He's young. What is he, 26, 27? I think he's 26. And Hart is like 28, 29. Dante, it's right there. It's a good age. These guys are going right into the prime of their career. We just, we need to have a deeper bench. We need. It's sad to say that we could have used a guy like Obi tonight. We could have used an Obi. We could have used an IQ. IQ is a special player. You can see we're missing him. Those stupid mistakes with the inbound plays in the fourth quarter. It was when we used to have IQ out there. He was the other release valve. We'd have Brunson and him on the court, find him, and IQ hits. He shoots 90% from the free throw line. So we had to give up him to get an incredibly special defender because we needed that size. And there was some duplication with IQ and Brunson, and IQ deserves to be a starter in the NBA. So it was either he was going to start over Dante. So there was a lot of things going on in that respect. But I'm okay with it. But we do miss what he gave us. So in the offseason, and you know what? And Deuce has filled in that role very well. But you have nights like tonight. And then he also, is not that great in handling those late game execution moments, like inbounding plays and stuff like that. So he can learn. He can learn to get better, but IQ, it was just automatic for him. It was just wonderful watching him do that. And we know, as Knicks fans, we've seen him basically carry us to wins in fourth quarters before. So at some point, we're going to have to get a little deeper as a team. We depleted ourselves with some of these trades and with injuries. We lost Quentin Grimes. He's gone for the year because he was hurt himself. But let me tell you, there were many, especially during that January Knicks amazing run, many games Grimes came in and he would score like 15 points, 16 points in the fourth quarter. So, and then you also have his defense. His excellent defense. So we lost some of that, but the amazing thing is, overall as a team, it's coming together in such an amazing package, but it's really because of this guy, Jalen Brunson. Because we know when we need a bucket, we have a guy who'll figure it out. He'll get it for us. And he did it tonight, and he did it other nights, and he got us 50 wins. He got us out of the first round. And now he got us one win in the second round, 1-0. Moving forward, I expect the Knicks to basically take care of business on Wednesday. The Pacers are going to do everything they can to win that game because they know they do not want to go back to Indiana down 0-2. Look, we're not the Bucks. We are not the Bucks. We don't fuck around. If you go down 2-0 to us, we're going to kill you in Indiana. Maybe you'll be lucky to split one in Indiana and then come back to the Garden. This thing's over in 5. So they know the key to extending the series to 6 or 7 games is splitting one. It's splitting the first 2 at MSG. So that's why now game 2 has become a must-win game for the Indiana Pacers, and they're going to do everything possible to win. However, they're going to remember. They're going to remember the way this game ended. And as that fourth quarter, if the game is tight, as the fourth quarter develops and rolls forward, they're going to remember what happened in game 1, and they're going to get tighter. Those 3-point makes that they were getting in the second quarter, they're not going to happen in the fourth quarter. That amazing passing that they were doing in the first 3 quarters, it's not going to be there in the fourth quarter. They're going to be committing turnovers. They're going to be committing offensive fouls. We're going to see it. The way they broke down in the fourth quarter, this game, they will continue to do that, possibly even more so in game 2, even though it will be an absolute must-win for them. Let me see here. And they put up 30 points in the fourth quarter. But we put up 39. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching this. Oh, look, I'm not there. Going back to here. Again, my name is George. Please subscribe. Hit the thumbs up button for me. Share the video. I would appreciate that tremendously. Smash that heart button there, or whatever, the 100%, whatever, the emoji thing there. Again, I was told that YouTube cares about that, so I would appreciate that. Wednesday, I'm going to try to do a pregame show for Wednesday. Wasn't able to pull it together today, but we'll try to do that for Wednesday. And let's just hope, everyone came out of this game fine, healthy, no issues, no questionables or game time decisions for Wednesday. We are already depleted, so we want to come back and repeat what we did tonight on Wednesday night and take this to Indiana up 2-0. All right, thank you for watching this, and I will see you around the Knicks-Verse. Oh, and don't forget, watch party on Sunday. Watch party on Sunday for LA Knicks fans. Come join us. Hit me a DM, drop me an email, whatever. Let me know you're coming. All right, let's go.